Welcome back, trainers. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day or night wherever you're at. So we're going to be taking a look at Last Resort Umbreon, level 50 now. So we do have two here. And man, I'm going to have to say, it seems like Umbreon lately in Go Battle League for me, it's just not working out. Even with this Last Resort, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and switch it up. Let's test this one out here since we did the Psychic one. Let's just do a back-to-back in comparison here. Not really a comparison, but let's just see how we're going to be able to perform compared to the Psychic. Horrible matchups. I gave my thoughts on the Psychic Umbreon. I don't like it, but it absolutely has some good play if you can pull off some cool hits with the Psychic on fighters, potentially even a Poison type or even Toxicroak or something like that, extremely weak to Psychic. They're definitely going to help you out in those situations, but you can get absolutely, completely walled by an Obstagoon here, for instance, or a Scrafty, or a Dark type, or a Mandibuzz. It's just going to be a whole bad situation for you if you don't have a Last Resort when you go up against a Dark type. So it's going to be good for you to have coverage for them in the back, potentially a Fairy type or a Fighter or something like that to help you out. Toxicroak I find is just absolutely fantastic. Amazing. I love this Pokemon in general. It's not because it's good matchup against with Umbreon. It's just a good Pokemon in general. So it is going to be XL. Everything is XL here. You know. So let's see. Now I'm really disappointed in myself because for my next Go Battle League video, you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you do have notifications on. And we're going up against a Sylveon with our Umbreon here. Let's go. Having Psychic or Last Resort in this situation does not. I mean, Last Resort's going to help us. We get to it a little bit quicker. Psychic would have still done good damage, but I guess it's taken him out before we get even more charmed into oblivion. Yeah, so for my next Go Battle League video, like I was saying, I unfortunately did most of my sets, and then when I switched into this specific Pokemon that you will be seeing soon, it performed amazing. I'm going to have to say I love it completely and utterly. I would 100% recommend it when we take a look at that video. I only got in like 3 battles, and we won all of them. It was clutch. It did more than I was expecting it to do. So we'll take a look at that. Not today, because I don't want to upload 3 battles. I could just put it at a regular speed and have an okay length for you, but I want to put together like at least 10, 15 battles for you to see it performing. So with that said, let's see what we have going on here. Had a bad day. Okay, let's just put, I'm just going to put Umbreon. Is it, oh, Last Resort's bad now, huh? No, it's not. It's not. And like I said yesterday too in my video, I was just having extremely bad circumstantial matchups and alignment with my Psychic. I mean, the Pokemon were there for us to hit. The Toxicroaks were there, the Psychics were there. It's just we were not able to pull it off and align it correctly. It was so unfortunate. But if I did a really good job with it, say I was just getting good luck with these matchups and alignment, and then the performance was amazing. All of a sudden, oh no, it's so good now, you really want it. So it's kind of good that we saw the potential of not being the best situation, so you don't go out and just power it up because I had a good day in GBL, alright? So I'm going to 100% recommend Last Resort, okay? If you're looking to pick which one, this is a steep investment. You could bounce back and forth. You could test out Last Resort. You can Elite TM it to Psychic, whatever the case may be. If you're thinking about Elite TMing both Psychic and then, or having Psychic and then Elite TM and Last Resort or reverse, I don't recommend that. Do not do that. You always want Foul Play. Foul Play is just a move you need on Umbreon. Simple as that. It's just too tanky. Its attack is too low. You need that bit of a stab. A little bit of coverage going on there, right? Snarl's not necessarily the strongest quick move around. It's good at energy gain, but that's pretty much it. All right. I know we haven't been looking at the commentary or talking about it here. Let's go ahead and step into that and see what we have going on. We're going to be switching up the teams throughout the video here. I think we just have 2 teams, this one, and then we switch it up. You'll see. So we're up against Machamp. Okay, no more shields. Now here's the problem with Talonflame. It takes forever to get off an Incinerate and to get to your charge moves. So we're going to be able to take them out. But man, Machamp can really give you a run for your money because it charges so quickly and counters such a great move with such a slow cooldown period between each hit. It allows you to hit that charge move faster than said Talonflame's slow Incinerate, leaving you vulnerable there. So we're going to be going into our Umbreon here, going in with the Last Resort. Now in this situation, having Psychic compared to Last Resort, you're probably going to want Last Resort. But Psychic could still help you out. You got the chance to drop the defense, and Psychic does hit pretty hard. It is neutral up against the Ninetales here, and there's no stab for Last Resort or for Psychic, right? So, I don't know. Let's see how this works out. Going for another one here. Great, taking him out. So I do believe that did help me take the win here. It would have took me a little bit too long to get to Psychic. Therefore, they would have been able to potentially take us out, not have enough health to take out the Jellicent, and then that's why they backed out, because, well, we take the win there. Into the next battle, we're met with a Sirfetch'd, and we do have Umbreon on the team, so it's good that we're matched up there. They're swapping into a Talonflame, which is actually going to be kind of a little troublesome here, I suppose. We do have the Granbull. Look, I know, the Shadow Grand Charm is just absolutely just broken. But here's the thing, it's a Shadow Granbull, and it does go down, and it is very squishy. You're doing a lot of damage, but you're not able to tank hits. So it's not like some completely God-style charm user. So we're up against the Talonflame here. Again, it's in the situation where you don't need Psychic or Last Resort, you just foul play away. Simple as that. Just tanking all these quick moves here. Able to get to another foul play. I think they were at a flame charge. They were probably trying to farm down here. Yeah, absolutely. So they're shielding up, using 2 shields here. So what are we going to do? That thing is going to have a lot of energy, and it is vamped up. We're just going to bring in Toxicroak, unfortunately, seeing that this could be their resistance to the charm. I don't know if they'll have another counter in the back, but they're swapping into their Sirfetch'd here. We're going to let this Leaf Blade go through. I wanted to swap into our Granbull, but we were already hit Mud Bomb, unfortunately. So we're going to be able to take them out. They have a Magnezone in the back, so I think it's actually a good thing that we stayed here. We could have potentially got to a close combat, but it would have been getting a little close and a lot of charged energy on that Magnezone, so it just worked out perfectly there. All right, moving on to our next battle. And, you know, if you need like a defined answer, I kind of made that clear in my last video as well as in the beginning of this one. And it's your choice, all right? I'm leaning more towards Last Resort, but you can try Psychic if you made one. Have a little fun with it if you don't find it to be good. It is such a steep investment. It is absolutely worth your Elite TM if you want to get Last Resort after testing it out for a bit. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Do I regret making it? I mean, it's a little frustrating that I was not able to pull off some good stuff with it to you know, showcase to all of you. But no, I don't have any regrets. I knew what I was getting into. All right, so anyways, we're going to be going in with our Granbull, shielding that Blast Burn up. They wanted to double shield their Charizard, and I figured, okay, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in this Shadow Charm user. Your Fire, it doesn't care. It's still going to do a ton. Next battle, we don't have a great lead. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Umbreon, and they're going into Escavalier here. We need to look out for Megahorn. Will do a lot of damage. Having Psychic here still doesn't matter. Having Last Resort doesn't matter as well because it's resisted. So is Psychic. So foul play yet again. All right. It's just going to come down to fighting up against those dark types. I don't know. Like, we'll see if we run into that situation, but again, a horrible alignment today. Is something with Go Battle League. Niantic just does not want me to showcase Umbreon in the past couple of days. With Last Resort or with Psychic, it's just like, come on, give me a little bit of an opportunity here. So they're going to be bringing in their Dragonite. We're just going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb here. If we get it through, we want to swap. Well, we want to swap anyways. And they have an Empoleon in the back. Look at the charm, though. I mean, come on. But look at our health. We're already down to half. I mean, you're so squishy. So we're just going to go. They have no more shields. Now we go for Crunch here because it's still going to do a lot. All right. And that's fine. I don't want to lower my defense. We're going to let this go through here. Dragon Claw's not very effective. Charm's doing so much, but their Dragon Tail's actually able to take us out because we are that Shadow Granbull. We come in with Toxicroak and they're like, just wanted to take that annoying thing out. I feel you on that. I understand. I get that same feeling a lot of times. Into the next battle, we have a good lead here up against Abomasnow. They're going to be swapping into a Sirfetch'd. And 1, 2, 3, Charm. Jeez Louise, this thing is disgusting. But look at that Leaf Blade. That's a lot of damage, right? All right, so for an XL Pokemon at that too. So we did our job there. They're going to come back in with Abomasnow. Are we going to get to a charge move? Looks like we're going to go straight close combat. Absolutely. We want them to take us out as fast as possible without getting any more farm. And down we go. We're going to easily bring in the Toxicroak and let the charge move go through. They're not going to go for the Energy Ball. It's not very effective. So Weather Ball, still doing a lot of damage, is swapping into a Gyarados with Dragon Breath. We're going to go ahead and bring in Umbreon. And again, this is a situation where having Psychic or Last Resort, doesn't matter. Another foul play. So you need foul play. If you're thinking about Elite TMing and having both legacy moves, you do what you got to do. You have your prerogatives, but I'm just giving you a clear warning here. You're going to have a horrible time. You could find some good matchups. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be good with that double legacy on Umbreon, but more than likely, you're not going to be happy. If you're about to quit the game and you just want to waste your Elite TMs and just give it a try, hey, you're going to probably want to be one of the few who has it. All right, so I'm getting a little crazy here. We're not trying to flex with 2 shields. It's just I didn't need to use it, so we're not going to. Swapping it to Toxicroak, countering down, taking the win. Let's get it. Yeah, we had a good lead. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Machamp, another okay lead. All right, I do believe this is the guy who's not backing down with that Machamp. Just going to keep on going here. So I let this cross chop go. Still doing a lot of damage, even though it's resisted because it is a Shadow Machamp. Always doing a ton of damage. They're shielding up the Mud Bomb. And at this point, I'm thinking, alright, it's not horrible here. If you actually, okay, you're swapping into a Snorlax. Sounds interesting. I'm going to go ahead and go Sludge Bomb. And then we do want to swap into our Umbreon here and start taking advantage of this. We don't care about Superpower. Now, another case here. Do you want Psychic or Last Resort? Doesn't matter. You want Foul Play yet again. Alright. So what move do you want Foul Play? That's it, right? No, you definitely want a secondary move. Alright, so they're going for Superpower, letting it go, doing some good damage. It's going to just drop off here. And we're going to go ahead and get this one off. We could take another one, which probably would be a good idea, but I figured, alright, we've got 2 foul plays. We can take out the Machamp anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and go for that as soon as they do bring it in here. And they're letting it go, and they're surviving. And then they have a Gengar in the back, which takes us out with energy, and our Toxicroak. Oh boy, here we go. And we have a Charm User in the back. So the Umbreon's pretty low. Yes, you know, we resist Ghosts, but Gengar has high attack, and if it gets a Shadow Ball off, it's still going to hurt. Sludge Bomb too. So there's that Shadow Ball. KOs. Alright. In comes Granbull. Up against a Poison type. Charm just doesn't care. But it's unfortunate that we're just not going to be able to do this here because we just charge way too slow. And we're extremely squishy. So there you go, Granbull. It's not as cheap as you think it is. Down we go. Oh, they did a swap there. And you got me. Nice. Gengar took us out. The Poison just wrecking us. All right, into the next one. Another bad lead with the Dragonite Shadow. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Umbreon safe swap here. And they're catching a foul play with their Talonflame. That's what we were going to do anyway, so perfect. No problem. But we do need to remember that they do have energy on their Dragonite, although we do have a Granbull in the back, so we just need to try to align those up here. Now, I would ideally like to come out of this battle, obviously using the shield here in a moment, but I want to see how far they want to go without using a shield first, and then we'll make that decision. All right, so they did shield that up there, so now we can go ahead and match them. If they want to use 2 shields, by all means, be my guest. As long as we get that fire type out of here. They're double shielding. Okay, very interesting. So I think we're absolutely... Well, yeah, we're going to let this go. Going straight Brave Bird. So now their defense has dropped. So we're going to go in here with Toxicroak and counter down. Beautiful. They're going to come back in here with Dragonite, I would assume. They have no more shields. So we will shield this up, go for Sludge Bomb. But I'm going to be a little cautious here because they could catch. Alright, so it doesn't look like I was too cautious. As soon as I got it, I went for it. And this is going to KO the Dragonite. Oh, yeah. And they have a Kingdra in the back, swap, and there you go. So is this the performance of Umbreon or a Toxicroak and Granbull, really, right? It's been really weird. I've made some good videos with Umbreon, but the past couple of days when I've used it, it's just been straight. The alignment's horrible. So we have a Sylveon out here, Charm versus Charm. So the thing about Sylveon is it is doing a lot of damage with Charm getting stabbed. Now with the newly addition Psyshock move, Moonblast is what you're more than likely going to want for that third move. And I would say Sylveon's just going to be an all-around better Charm user than Granbull Shadow because it is going to be able to tank moves, right? It is a tanky Pokemon. It's absolutely amazing. And if I'm going to have to pick any of these Pokemon from the Community Day that are going to be the most useful and the most accessible without having to excel into this, Ultra League, I'm going to have to say Sylveon is it. That's where it's all about. Umbreon's expensive. Not everybody's level 40. Sylveon, like I said, is accessible. Even if you're not level 40, you can make it in the Great League. Just make sure you have that lower attack. You're probably going to want that bulkier Sylveon. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in their own Umbreon here, and we swap. We have energy on it, but one more quick move, and we're out of here. This is getting a little sweaty. Going for Last Resort. Okay, there you go. That is... It's not me with the example. It's my opponent. If they would have had Psychic, GG's. I got nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. I guess if they hit me, it's a good example. But they do have Last Resort and Foul Play. So there you go. Up against the Toxicroak, you definitely are going to want Psychic. I mean, come on. That's like saying, if you're human, you definitely want to drink water. Okay? It's obvious. So then comes the Swampert, and here we go. I'm not going to be able to win this. And yeah, they shielded and then Hydro Cannon me. I was a little annoyed. Alright, and for our final battle here, we have a fighter versus fighter. So, technically, who's in a better position? Well, just check out how much the Ice Punch is going to do, and it charges very fast. Okay, so their quick move's also super effective, and that's digging in slowly but surely, and we're getting to the yellow first here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up. I am building up extra energy, so kind of a little bit of an uneven situation. Going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb here. And they let it go. Fantastic. So at the cost of a shield, we do win this. Bringing in a Charizard. Going to go for Mud Bomb here. I'm just hoping we can maybe get to a... Well, there's no, we're not getting to a Sludge. What we're going to be able to do is at least get a shield there and then take off a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, that Charizard's going to be loaded up on energy. We're not going to swap and lock. We're just going to let them take us out. Bring in the Umbreon, and again, another situation where Last Resort or Psychic doesn't matter. They're going straight Blast Burn here. And we're going to obviously Foul Play yet again, the most useful move on Umbreon. Plain and simple. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swap and take him out with energy with our Gramble. Gotta love it. And they have a Lapras in the back. This is basically GG's. Got a little bit of lag there. You gotta love it. So there is my, I'm not going to say completely thorough, gameplay of Umbreon with Last Resort and Psychic. But the final conclusion, I'm not going to say I'm done talking about this because we'll take a look at it again. I made a freaking level 50 Umbreon. That's a lot of resources. So we'll see it again in the future. But for now, you definitely want Last Resort and Foul Play. Okay? So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and get ready for that next video soon. It's going to be good. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!